Hey there, hope you're having a great week. Well, for this week's meditation video, I'm changing things up a little bit. As you saw in the title of the video, it's a totally sick video. Now, for my 11-year-old son, what totally sick means is really cool. However, this is going to be a little bit different. This is about sickness and illness, particularly about mine, but generalizing it to how we deal with illness. For the past 5 days, I've been taken out pretty good by a wee case of pneumonia. It hit me pretty hard, and considering that this week was supposed to be a catch-up week for me while my son has spring break, I had to deal with the illness and then all the other things that come along with illness. Now, normally when I talk about the other things that come along with illness, I'm talking about the mind stuff that can go on, right? Why me? Why now? This feels so lousy, and I was hit pretty hard. And what I kept on coming back to, what I kept on reflecting on, was that because of meditation, because of my practice and mindfulness and meditation, I was actually able to really take the entire experience, most of it, as an opportunity to do more practice. And so what I want to discuss is how we use even illness as a means to deepen our meditation practice, and then how we can use that, right? Our own understanding of this, how we can use this to help our patients as well. So this is just a chat. It's off the cuff. It's totally non-scripted. I'm just here talking to the camera and talking to you, right? So when I get sick, what I do is I recognize that I am in a forced meditation retreat, meaning, I'm not going anywhere. I'm laid out. I might as well do something with this, right? And so what I did during the whole time when I was sick, and especially when I was feeling really lousy, is I watched what happened with my mind. And when I say what happened with my mind, oftentimes, again, like I was saying, is our mind can get really caught up in thoughts, or we can sit in bed, we're so miserable, and we're feeling lousy, and it gives our mind a chance to run into all of these daydreams, all these scenarios, all these patterns of thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so bad, I'm going to get out of shape, or what if this is something worse, right? Oh my God, what if it's not pneumonia? What if it's lung cancer? I mean, I know nurses, we can be pretty dramatic about that, but whatever can go on, it's really an opportunity to just go, okay. And especially with pneumonia, in the past I've talked about using the breath as a means to work with our meditation. Well, in this case, my breathing was at times pretty rapid. I mean, when it was at its worst, I was probably breathing 30 times a minute. Now, that's a very different kind of breathing to watch in terms of meditation. But even in those cases, I didn't go into trying to change my breathing any at all. I didn't try to manipulate it and go, okay, now slow my breathing, slow my respirations or anything like that. All I did is I simply continued to watch my breathing. And what I found is that I had a very peaceful time. And I actually really felt like my meditation was strengthened through this. And now you may say, well, how do you strengthen meditation? Sorry, I'm going to have a bit of tea. A bit hoarse. And what I mean is, really, and I've talked about it, is that meditation is supposed to be used anytime and anywhere, right? And it's supposed to be about not being distracted, about learning how not to be distracted, and learning how to really be in the moment. Well, how can you be more in the moment? And how can you be any less distracted, or what? What would be good about not being distracted when you're sick? Well, if you think about it, it's an opportunity to work with our bodies when they aren't feeling well. And really, so much of the clutter and the garbage that happens in our mind is when we're experiencing something we don't like, either an emotion, either a feeling, either a conversation, or something that we don't like, and we try to push it away. And if you've ever been sick and tried to push illness away, sometimes really that doesn't tend to work. So meditation is a powerful tool to really being here now, living in the moment and living with whatever is, and saying yes to everything, right? Woohoo! Here's an opportunity to practice meditation. Now, I have to admit that I haven't always felt that way, and there have been times, especially when I've had bad pain. I've undergone a number of pretty major surgeries where it wasn't like, woohoo, I'm so happy I'm experiencing pain, bring it on, I'm going to meditate. However, the experience was made better and different by the fact that I could meditate. And so I'm really encouraging you again ongoing encouragement to maintain, learn, work, improve, increase maybe your meditation practice. Because as I talked about previously, there's no such thing as a good or bad meditation. But maybe improve your feeling, your interactions, your engagement with daily meditation. So when we meditate, for instance, right now, all we're doing is we're looking at the breath. We're watching moment-to-moment breathing. Or how about this? You can even focus on the words that I'm saying now. So I'm talking with you. You can even focus on the words as the source of your meditative focus. Simply listen to my words as I speak, while watching your breathing and watching the breath as it comes into and goes out of your body. Simply relaxing into the moment. Watching the breath. Allowing whatever arises in the mind or in the body to simply arise like waves, right? Arising and settling. Arising and settling. And sometimes our thoughts are that fast, right? They come that quickly. And again, simply being in the moment, being in the present, right now, whatever's going on, humor with humor. And there's not a lot to do, is there? Meditation really isn't a lot about doing. It's simply about being present with whatever is, undistracted, moment-to-moment awareness. As I said, this wasn't what I was planning on doing this week, and what I'll do next week instead. It will be working with our thoughts, but I just wanted to share this week, that even when you're sick, even when you're experiencing something that really, really you wish weren't happening, you can actually use it as a powerful focus for your meditation practice. So everyone, have a great week. Stay healthy. I'll be working on that. And I look forward to seeing you next week, when I will be sharing how to work with thoughts. And we'll go into a little more of how we can actually use thoughts as the means for our meditation practice. In the meantime, I'll actually put a link in this email so that you can actually begin to do that. Take care.